Hello everyone, welcome to MCNN, the Minecraft News Nation. Today we'll be discussing the pre-release for Minecraft 1.10 pre-release number 1. I want to do a MCNN on the snapshots, but with the Stephen Hawking video coming out the day that came out, and then also my cousin coming over, I wasn't actually able to do that episode. And then the pre-release just came out, so I decided a few days ago, so I decided to just do the pre-release and not have to worry about doing all the snapshots, even though they already came out. So this is the pre-release for Minecraft 1.10 already. After 2 snapshots, the pre-release is already out. So what is in the new 1.10 update? Well, we have new blocks, we have new mobs and new features if we go over there. But let's just get started with 1.10, starting with the new blocks. So these are the 4 new blocks. We have the nether wart block. Let me just clear my inventory. We have the nether wart block, the red nether brick, the bone block, and the magma block. Now, the nether brick block is not found naturally, and neither is the nether wart block, and it's crafted like that using 2 nether brick things, and then also 2 nether wart in a crisscross pattern. And this is how the nether wart block is crafted. Now, can you actually get it back? You cannot get it back after you already craft it. That's how it's crafted. Neither of them do very much. The bone block and the magma block actually have a pretty significant thing to them. That's how you craft them. Just 9 bone meal for the bone block, and also 4 magma cream for the magma block. What do they do though? Let's start with the bone block. Now, if I go to the crafting table and put the bone block in, you get 9 bone meal back, because it's a bone block, so we have storing bone meal. But they actually spawn naturally as well. If I travel my little breadcrumb red nether brick pathway, you guys can actually see that if I head over to, oh god, it's glitching out. Let me just do that. There we go. As you can see, if I come down here, it's kind of hard to see without night vision, so let me just put on night vision. Oh, whoops. Boom. There is a skull right here. This is made out of bone block, and it's a skull, and these can only be spawned naturally in deserts. There's also skulls, and if I follow this one down into here, there are also rib cages that can be found made out of bone blocks or coal. They can be made out of either bone blocks or coal. So you can harvest them, get yourself some bone meal or some coal. Forget about him for now. He'll be of use later. Now time for the magma cream block, or magma block, I guess. What is it called again? Magma block. Down here, I have a whole setup just for everything that's to do with it. So, the first feature is very simple. If I go into survival real quick. That's not supposed to survival. If you walk on it, it does damage to you. Because, it's fire, it's hot. It should hurt you because, it does a lot of damage to you. But if you shift walk on it, it actually doesn't do damage, which is pretty cool. Another feature about this is, let me go back to game mode, see. So if I grab this water block and put it in here, as you can see, it actually evaporates the water very quickly, and it works better with flowing water instead of like source blocks. But as you can see, it evaporates the water. You can see it on there, right there. And so if you have water on top of a magma block, it will evaporate it, which is pretty cool. Another feature, which I think is kind of weird about it, is that, let's go under here. So if I cover this up with a grass block, I actually have to get rid of my effect. Boom. It gives off a tiny bit of light. You can see just this little grid right here of light. Not too much, still pretty dark in here. But if I let light in and close it, it has to be times a day for it to work. as you can see, if I let a tiny bit of light in and close it up, it actually gives off a lot more light. It, like, the magma block collects light, if that makes any sense. It collects the light and then shoots it out when there's no light. So let me show you guys. As you can see, it gives off a bit of light, but not too much. And if I let light in and then block it off, it shows a lot more light, which I think it's a really cool feature. Not sure why they added it in, but a really cool feature. The final block that I'll be going into next episode of MCNN is the structure blocks, which is pretty much just a new way of using the clone command, which I have gotten used to. Probably not going to use these very much, but I will have an entire video next MCNN dedicating to the structure blocks. So now time for the new mobs. Before we get into the new mobs, item frames are kind of glitched right now, and that's just what this showed off. But mobs actually who are already in the game actually have their own spawn eggs now. So cats, donkeys, mules, skeleton horses, zombie horses, elder guardians, and wither skeletons now have their own spawn eggs in their creative mode. So as you can see, they're all down here. So now if I want to spawn in a wither skeleton without it being a regular skeleton in the overworld, very easily, you just grab that spawn egg and summon it in. So let me just go kill it real quick. Boom. If it would drop the skull off and freaking out. So this is pretty cool. But now we're going to go into the 3 new mobs. There's polar bears. Oops, I forgot about that. There's polar bears, there's strays, and there's husks. So I'm going to go into the polar bears first. And I'm going to need diamond armor for this. Game mode C. I'm already in game mode C. I'm just going to spawn them in over here. They originally spawned in snow biomes. But this is a all desert world, which means there is no snow biomes. Let me actually just do game rule, keep inventory true. Alright, so I'm going to go into survival mode. I'm going to walk away, and I'm going to go into survival. Now, actually, and I'm also giving myself some fish. Now, these are passive mobs. They won't target you unless you get close to their cubs. So if they don't have any cubs, the mama won't get close to you. But if you get close to one of their cubs and attack it, the mom will get very mad at you. As you can see, it'll start coming at you, and it'll actually do like a jump attack. Roar, 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 and it hurts. It hurts a little bit. And so that's the polar bear, pretty much. They can drop fish, raw fish, and raw salmon. They're a little bit glitchy. I feel like on diamond armor they should do a bit more damage, but you know what? I'm on normal, okay. Their cubs actually act like ocelots, and if you attack them, they run really fast. But that's pretty much all it has to do with the polar bears. That they won't attack you unless you attack them or your cubs. And also you have to be close to the mama bear in order to, they have to see it. Okay, it's kind of glitchy right now. Hopefully they fix it up a little bit. Next up, we have the stray. Yeah, the stray. The stray is a variant of skeleton that also spawns in the snowy biomes, in the ice biomes mostly. They're another mob, and I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they burn up in daylight, right? They don't. Yes, they do. They're pretty much just very armored skeletons, except for they give you slowness arrows, and they actually have a chance that when they die of dropping the slowness arrows. That's pretty much the only thing different about the stray. They have an 80% chance of spawning in if it is a snowy biome. So 80% of all skeletons in a snowy biome will be a stray. So we spawn and try and get one of their rare drops. There we go. It drops arrows of slowness. Everyone says, "Oh my god." It will actually have a small chance of dropping an arrow of slowness, which is a cool way of getting the arrow of slowness. They spawn in winter biomes, and that is the stray. So next up on the list, we have the husk. Now you may have seen him earlier. This guy right here. The husk is a desert variant of zombie, or spawn one in, as you can see, they are a bit taller than the normal zombie. And when you attack them, or if they attack you, you will get a hunger for a few seconds if he attacks you. That's pretty cool. And that's it for the new mobs. So before I get into something else, I want to show you guys. Oh, I cannot type. The nether and how the magma blocks spawn in. They will only spawn in if they are close to lava. So down here, this little area, as you can see, they spawn naturally in. That's because they're close to a giant lava patch. But up here, where the portal is, you're not going to see any magma blocks because it's not close to any lava. And, oh, baby rabbit spawned in. Weird. Alright. So, that's all I want to show you in the nether. Now we're going to talk about, honestly, my favorite feature in the entire game. In the entire new update. Hello there, villager. Let me clear this real quick. There you go. So there are 3 new types of villages. There are savannah villages, which are made using the acacia wood. There was a glitch in the first snapshot where blacksmiths would be made with all wood, and so the lava would actually burn it down, but they fixed that. Now it's made of cobblestone, which is good. But there are savannah villages, and they'll spawn in, obviously, savannas. There are taiga villages, which is my favorite of the 3 new villages. They'll spawn in taigas using the spruce wood, and it looks pretty good. And the third one is kind of weird, but I kind of like it. It's a zombie village. So I'm just going to show a regular picture of a village with zombies in it. But pretty much what this village is it's a village, but instead of villagers, it'll have zombie villagers. Now these zombie villagers will not despawn. They are a non-despawning type, but they will attack you. But it's just an entire village filled with zombie villagers, which I think is really just a new concept. No one's ever thought of it, and it's really cool. I think, is that it for the villages? I think that's it for the villages. And I think that's actually it for the update. So, that is the pre-release number 1 of Minecraft 1.10 in 2 days. So, Tuesday, I guess. It's today Sunday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. There will be the structure block video. But if you guys enjoyed this episode of MCNN, make sure you click the like button down below to see you guys for some more. Bye, guys.